Well, my name is Cornelius J. Maxwell. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served 3 tours in Iraq. Also, I'm an author. I do, philanthropy work. So I've worked with nonprofits and things of that nature. I speak, for people with special needs and for veterans and as well as minorities. So I speak up on certain things, things of that nature. And I'm an author of the book called Unapologetically I Am a Man, which is a poetry book. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Okay, and what inspired you to start writing?
Well, I've always had a passion for poetry. And one day, I remember being a kid, I was saying, one day I'm going to write a book. And this year turned out to be that day. So.
Okay, so this is your first book.
Oh, yes. And I'm so excited. And it's doing well. So right now, I have all my reviews are 100%, 5 out of 5 stars on Amazon. And as well, I said it's been ranked on Amazon's top 100 in 4 categories.
Nice, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's pretty awesome and exciting, and it's humbling at the same time to see the people are really accepting the message that I've been sending out, that they're receiving the message that I tend to put out, and people are enjoying the message and being inspired by the message. So it's humbling to see that people are reacting in this manner.
Okay, and are you self-published?
Yes, I self-published.
Okay, good. Congratulations on that as well. Did you experience writer's block?
I have. I've been actually working on this on and off about 5 years. It's been a strategy. So I worked on it for a little bit and stopped for like 6 months or so. And then, it's just been on and off. And because I wanted to create a message that was for a broad audience, right? I wanted to be able to reach young people as well as older people. I wanted to reach people who have, like I said, young and old. I want to be able, teenagers to be inspired by. I want older people to be able to say, hey, you know what? I want people who have been to college and with scholars to receive something from it, and those who hadn't been to college and are not considered scholars to receive something from it. So I wanted to make sure my wording was just right to where it can reach such a diverse audience.
And show us the book again. Okay. And how'd you come up with the cover?
I actually asked my mother. She's an artist, and so she painted it. It's an oil painting.
Really?
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I just asked her to give an idea, and I said, "Hey, Mom, this is the way I want to go with it," and she took it from there. And I actually asked her to draw it, and next thing I know, she was like, "Well, I got my paints out, my oil paints, and my canvas."
Nice.
And she went to work.
Where can we purchase your book?
Oh, you can get it on Amazon, of course, on Amazon, and as well as on my website, mr-maxwell.com.
Okay, do you plan on writing a second book?
Of course. I plan on doing it, of course.
Poetry as well?
Yeah, of course. I'm thinking poetry, but at the same time, I want to, go into other topics as well. So I want to play with it a little bit. And so, I want to get one life to live, so you might as well just swing for the fences.
Absolutely. Now, is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your book?
It's a great read. I love to actually quote the actual poem, Unapologetically I'm a Man.
Please do.
All right. So, unapologetically I'm a man. It goes, I am made of bone, tissue, flesh, and blood, thus classified biologically to the mammal kingdom. Yet my stature is upright and my posture is strong. It keeps me grounded through treacherous adversity. My voice is deep. When I speak, it roars with authority. Classification by pigmentation has labeled me a minority, restricted from health and prosperity, to quench the sinister desires of the majority. But let this declaration be understood with clarity, that I was created in the image of the Most High, uniquely with originality, so I can never be stereotyped due to the authenticity of my individual personality, because I'm proud to be the man God made me to be, unapologetically.
Nice. There's nothing like hearing a poet read and speak his own work. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I was actually inspired by MLK on that poem.
Okay.
And his last protest, I'm a Man, the whole entire protest and the concept of it and things of that nature. And I was just really inspired by that. And I was just thinking, like, why, when he, when he died, why was it that protest, and the concept, what does it mean, and the value of that? And so it's really, so I started thinking and digging deep and started just analyzing. And then I started looking at the concepts of what created slavery for, Black Americans and things of that nature. And why did they use that strategy is, humiliating the man and taking him out the family structure. And so I started analyzing things. So I started talking about birthrights. I got poems about birthrights in here and the value of birthrights and how they're very valuable to not just for, like houses and money, like most people think of inheritance, but they also have a value for identity, for your name, and as well as for the value of your politics, their political birthrights. Like when you looked at historically, kings became kings because it was a birthright passed down. Even the ancient Romans, the senators were senators because their fathers were senators as well. So I put these concepts in there, and I wanted to share these concepts because I got my bachelor's in political science after serving in the military.
Okay.
And I wanted to really just bring that value, the importance of that, because when you look at the whole concept, we are stripping the culture of a birthright. There's no identity. And when you look at it, it's like, what traditions do we have in the Black community that's going to say, hey, you're a woman, welcome to womanhood, or you're a man now, welcome to manhood, and everyone's celebrating you as a woman, as a man, like other cultures do, and things of that nature. And I thought it's very important that I have those identities instead of the ones that say, we'll always be failures, or we won't succeed, or, we have to be drug dealers. Well, we can create our own identity that says we don't have to be those things.
Right.
I share those things and I counter what society tells us to do. So, okay.
And are you a reader as well?
Of course.
Who's your favorite author?
My favorite author of all time, I actually like John C. Maxwell.
Okay.
He has a quote that I like the quote. And of course, it's like a great nameplate because his last name is Maxwell as well. But, it's a play in the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. He was stating that the number one is simply too small of a number to achieve greatness. And so, and it just makes me think every time I do something in life, I just can't do it alone. I got to have a team with me or people with me to support me. You need a strong support system.
Right.
And it makes me think about even just, I was raised in church. Like my dad's a preacher, my mom was an evangelist. And so I started thinking about even just in the book of Proverbs, where King Solomon was saying that iron sharpens iron, so does sharpen the countenance of his friends. And so I thought that was really important how they merged those two together, how, wow, it's just one is too small of a number. He just really just took those words and just shaped it using that number. I thought it was a cool analogy how he uses that.
Tell us your social media information.
Social media, yeah, just Cornelius J. Max. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Like I said, I also do motivational speaking, things of that nature as well. So I like to inspire people. I think that's my life goal, is to inspire people. Okay.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for telling your story. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I appreciate your audience as well for listening to me. And I hope they get something from hearing me and as well as from the book.
I'm sure they will. Mm-hmm.